Hello, everybody. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful, great day. Today's title is Convince Yourself. Convince Yourself. So, if you've been plugging into my videos I've been doing virtually every day, you can see those at roberthollis.com or just go to youtube.com and put in Robert Hollis. And yesterday I was talking about, you first want to see whether or not you believe and just know how big the industry is that you're in. And so, make sure that you go and Hannah, make sure you go back and look at that video I did yesterday. And today we're going to talk about convince yourself is there's a number of different steps that you also want to learn. And convince yourself, I want to talk today about products, right? I want to talk about products. And one of the videos I'm going to do after these, or believe it or not, is how to handle objections. Because objections are really a trigger in our mind. They're a trigger in our mind that, oh my God, I don't know how to answer that objection. And so because I don't know how to handle that objection, then I'm just not going to talk to people. So hi, Isabel. Hi, Shireen. Hi, Melody. Love you, Nicholas, Lisa. Dustin, thank you so much. Tina, thank you guys for getting on here. And so one of the things I want you to understand is something very, very, very simple. Is I was taught, listen closely, because a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people don't do this. I was taught the way to get people to try the product was first to do your own personal research, to do what is called third party. Now, you already are going to know this because when you see me teach, expert from afar, I wouldn't show this, but it's just setting here, right? All right. So when I did a video on expert from afar and how to do promotions and edification, this is the way I was taught to talk about any product. Is you use third party validation. I know there's a whole world out there that believe that you should be telling your personal story, your personal testimonial about the product. And because they do it, then everyone does it. So now you got all these personal testimonials, and the problem is a lot of them are probably against the rules and policies of the company. And the rules and policies of the company are basically forced upon them from the legal companies out there that usually have, 3 digits in their names. Hi, Kai. Hi, George. Hi, John. And so, the FTC, the IRS, what Food and Drug Administration, got to have those 3 initials, there. And it's like, so I was taught how to use third-party documentation, which very simply means is I would do my own personal research. And so I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a website out there called pub.med. Melody or someone, if you want to put that in here. So it's PUDMED, National Health Institutes, but it's the largest library in the world on, documentation about a certain product. And so it was always amazing to me that, in previous companies that I was with, and even when I first jumped in MDC, I went to pubmed.gov, and when I went there, I would put in CBD and click on it, and I would see the amount of just an amazing, thank you, Melody, just amazing documentation from the government. It's the largest website for the government as far as PubMed. Yeah. And thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Melody. And so what I always did was videos that showed third-party documentation. Third-party documentation. So if you always notice, a lot of companies have what is called celebrity endorsements. Celebrity endorsements. So when you're seeing, if you watch the Super Bowl and you see all these commercials, Why doesn't the owner of the company, you guys got to listen to this because some of you are missing this so much. So when a company comes out, why don't we see that owner of that company come out and tell you how incredible the product is and what it did for them? Okay, so so we watched all these, crypto.com and yeah, let's just leave that one. So crypto.com gets Matt Damon to be a celebrity endorsement. Why didn't, listen closely, why didn't the owners of crypto.com do a commercial and go, hey, my name is Robert Hollis, and I'm an independent affiliate with My Daily Choice, and we market this incredible product. And let me tell you what this incredible product does, and all the documentation, all the ingredients, and then I tell you my personal story. I tell you my personal story about the product. And then what I do is I tell you other people's personal stories about the product. Why don't large corporations do that? Because it's not as effective. It's not as effective of saying, guess what? You know what? Hi, my name's Matt Damon. The fortune favors the brave. There's a lot of people that have taken chances and not succeeded, but there's other people that have took chances like the Wright brothers and did incredible. See, it's third-party documentation that if you say somebody else, and Melody's on here, and some of the people that when I first started with My Daily Choice, what I did is I just found video after video after video after video after video of Dr. Oz and Dr. Gupta, CNN, and the show that was on that at that time called The Doctors. And I just found third-party documentation after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. And then what I did is I put it all in a video, and then I put it online. Why did I do that? A lot of you are going to miss this. I knew nothing. I knew nothing about CBD. Zero about CBD. I didn't have a personal story on CBD because I never have taken CBD. I knew nothing about it. So I used these two little websites. You guys probably have heard of them before. One was called Google and the other one was called YouTube. And I went in and I put CBD in and I started seeing all these third-party reports and documents and articles and magazines and all of this stuff. And I just got really good at finding the best ones and sharing them with people. Are you hearing me? But the reason that I did it is because I convinced myself. I 1000% convinced myself. I didn't know that CBD was this. There was a company that I was in before I got involved in My Daily Choice, and they actually sold Lingxi. It's called Ganoderma, is its scientific name. And it's a mushroom called the king of mushrooms. And so I would go online, and Melody and the people that have been with me before, I would do this in front of the room on a presentation. And I would go, listen, let's go to PubMed.gov. It's the largest library for products, and let me put Ganoderma in there. And when I put Ganoderma in there, and then all of a sudden, all these reports came up, and I said, listen, I'm not saying that this product's great. These doctors, these scientists, all these people say that this is awesome. So when I said in this video, convince yourself, is I did that due diligence on this industry of marketing. I did my due diligence to find out How many people made a bunch of money with YouTube? How many, you could go on Google and put in top 10 people, top 10 income earners on YouTube, top 10 income earners on Facebook, top 10 income earners on Instagram, TikTok. And what I constantly do, and I seen my son on here, Matthew's on here, is what I did is I'm always convincing myself. I'm always raising my level of belief. And if I raise my level of belief, then it raises my potential. That puts me into action. And it makes me come from an incredible place of confidence. It allows me to come from an incredible place of posture. Is because I need to sell myself. I need to convince myself that the products that I'm using are the best. I got to convince myself that an average person can make money in this industry. I had to convince myself that people made money using Facebook. People made money, advertising online. I'm always convincing myself. I'm always selling myself, building my belief in what I'm doing. What if you don't do this? If you don't do this, someone that has more passion, more confidence, more enthusiasm and excitement, they're gonna shoot you down. So when you reach out to them and say, hey, listen, I'm looking for people right now to help us build this business. Listen, you're not involved in network marketing, are you? You're like, I don't know. Oh my God, you're not selling this product, are you? Yeah. Oh, did you see this product? It's got an ingredients. Did you know what that ingredients does? No. See, if you don't take the time to convince yourself on what you're doing, then everyone will take it away from you. And that's where rejection comes from. Do you guys think that I get rejected every day? The answer is yes. But the people that know and love me, that have been around me, when someone says something, I'm like, my belief level, my confidence level is so high. There's a phrase out there. You guys probably will be able to grab it for me because I see Craig's on here now, my son, and other people, Annabella. And what's really unique is that, there's this phrase out there, and I hope I get it correctly, but it says, never argue with a fool, because they've mastered and practiced and they will beat you every time. So there's a lot of people out there that are know-it-alls, and they're not know-it-alls, but they have confidence and excitement and enthusiasm. So if you reach out and you lead the wrong way, if you prospect the wrong way, if you invite the wrong way, because people laugh at me all the time. They go, Robert, what would you say to someone that said this? Like, is this an illegal pyramid? Or, there's CBD sold at every 7-Eleven and every smoke shop and it's everywhere. You can buy CBD everywhere. And I'm going like, they always reach out to me and go, Robert, what would you say if someone said this? And my response is always the same. No one's ever responded to me that way. No one has ever responded or replied that way. You know why? 2 reasons. One is I don't say the stupid stuff that you say. I said it. I hope you get mad at me. You get responses from people based on what you say. So I don't get that. Is this a pyramid? Everybody sells CBD. I don't get them responses, because my response is them, hey, listen, I was wondering if you could do me a huge favor. I'm expanding a company right now, and we're looking for people that would like to make 6 figures. We have a proven track record, a proven marketing and training system, and we're looking for people that want to make six figures. I can buy CBD at a 7-Eleven. See, that doesn't come up. Because the way that I invite people and the way I approach people is purposely soliciting a certain response. Did you guys catch that? Because if you convince yourself, then you don't have to worry about selling. So I just need to know that my daily choice pays on time. Here's something you guys will crack up. MDC has paid Terry and I early. Thursday lands on Thanksgiving. Josh Swagel and Jenna Swagel has paid me early. So yes, the company pays. Me and Ron Henley was talking, and I'm going to throw this statement out. It's just so funny that Earl Schoaf, which was the mentor of Jim Rohn, he turned around and he said to Jim Rohn, Jim, you got to go to this training. And Jim said, you know what? I can't afford to go to that training. And Earl Schoaf said, you can't afford not to. And he goes, listen, you don't understand. This is all I make in my paycheck. This is all I got paid. And Earl Schoaf said, no, that's all they pay you. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Tina. Hi, Aaron. No, this is what they pay you. And he went, what? And he goes, listen, does the company that you work with, do they pay other people more? Oh my God. Yes, they pay other people more. They pay Jenna $1 million. They have people that have earned over 1 million commissions. I think they got 4 or 5 people that are mega millions, meaning they earned over 5 million in commissions. Yes. Yes, they pay people more. Well, why do they pay people more and pay you less? Why do they pay people like Aaron Parker so much money, but they don't pay you a lot of money? I don't know. They're more valuable. So you gotta make your confidence in what you're doing and what you're marketing and and the right way of doing this. You have to sell yourself. You have to convince yourself. You got to make yourself bulletproof. And me, I don't want to say what Dr. Oz says. So, someone says to me, which by the way, they don't, why is your CBD better? Is because I don't lead with the CBD. I lead with an opportunity that can set people free, that can make them fulfilled by helping others, that allows them to give more money than they used to make a year to charity. I teach people how to create financial freedom. And so it's important that I understand this industry works. It's understood that there's more than one person doing this. And then if you're focused in MDC, there's a lot of people that are making a lot of money in this company. How do they make money? By selling premium quality products, by building a team. See, you got to convince yourself that, the only difference, if some of you, like myself, have probably been in a lot of different companies or a lot of jobs or a lot of opportunities to bring income into your family. And you had to do the same thing there. It's like, listen, do I want to be an auto mechanic? I don't know. I don't know. Do mechanics make money? Yeah, they do. But do they make a really good money? Yes, they do. And I was smart enough to talk to people and go, listen, if I wanted to be one of the top paid mechanics on the planet, what do I need to do? Did you guys catch that? What do I need to do? Well, Robert, you build race cars, but you don't have the credentials. What do you mean credentials? You need to go to a trade school. And if I were you, I would go to the #1 trade school in the world at the time. And I would go there and get a degree in automotive engineering. That's how you can become the number one paid auto mechanic. And see, I've never ever wanted to be number one. I always just wanted to be in the top 1%. No need to be the best and be competitive. I read a book called The Science of Getting Rich, and I needed to learn not to be competitive. I needed to learn to be creative. And so all I've ever wanted in this industry is to be in the top 1%. And by focusing on being in the top 1%, it put me in the top 1% of people worldwide for income. Can you imagine the way that you would act, how you would present, what you would say if you were in the top 1%, if you were making a million, 1.1 million every year, like I said, instead of making a million combined, would instead of becoming a millionaire, you became a million a year in passive residual income? How would that change your life? So it's not only possible in this industry, it's not only possible in using social media, it's not only possible in marketing any one of our products, it's also possible in My Daily Choice. And it's been done by over 20 people. Are you guys getting my point? Oh, the book was called The Science of Getting Rich by Hollis. Whoever that is, Jennifer, if you send me a private message, I'll send you a copy of the book or give you a link to the book for free. Oh, I should have known that. Craig would be on it like crazy. But you can still reach out to me and I can share the audios for the book as well. But that's the video for today. I just want you to understand, for you to be able to use your potential that you already were given, you got to build your belief. And you got to convince yourself. And you got to learn the proper sequence and the certain way of doing this. So there you go. I love and appreciate you. I know that you can do this. If I did it, you can. If no one's given you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. And I just love and appreciate you. And, there's a lot of posts in here on where you can find more information and free training for me. And if you would do me a huge personal favor and just share this video with people, because the people that are stuck, that won't go into action, really honestly have not convinced themselves and built their belief in what they need to do. Okay? So let me show you the sections that you got to build a belief in. And then you got to go do that. You got to go do that. So talk to you soon. Love and appreciate you. See you tomorrow.